Hello, welcome to Red Ted Art. First things first, subscribe to the channel. Now, if you're a Harry Potter fan and you're so excited about Harry Potter and the Cursed Child coming out soon, or the Cursed Child, you might enjoy making one of these DIY feather quills. Brilliant for Harry Potter fans and actually anyone who is interested in history. Now these actually work, as you can see. This is what I've written and I show you in the video how I do this. This is my first attempt and I'm not an expert at quill writing, so we might have to practice a little bit, but the quills are so easy to make and super fun. This would be great a party activity maybe, or maybe you'd like to make your own quills and write party invites with it. Great for people interested in calligraphy and obviously great for all Harry Potter fans. So let's get started making our very own paper quills. Okay, so to make your feathers, your quills, you will need some feathers, preferably ones which are as thick and as long as possible down here. You will need I use some acrylic paint, so I have two different brands. This is a System 3 and this is a Studio, this is a gold. To be honest, if just white is great, an experiment, you might have something like Tipex at home, or you might have some other sort of white coverall paint, or you could experiment with nail varnish. You need a nice thin paintbrush, and you will need some scissors and obviously some ink to actually write with. Really, it's about experimenting. Now look, this is what I did for you. I experimented. I tried painting with other paints just to see what would work. I mean, this one's not too bad, but to be honest, in the end I decided let's leave them simple, and I think they look best. So really, honestly, just experiment. So all I did was I got my paintbrush, I've got my white acrylic paint, and then I literally just started adding, I think it's easier this way around because of where the spine is. I started adding some white dots like so, and then I went up and put some white spots on the other side, and then you basically just carry on like that, and until you've sort of decorated it as much as you like. I think with all these things, to be honest, you experiment, and I also think there's something about less is more, so you don't actually need a lot for it to look nice, and I think just white looks nice too. So I know not everyone has gold pens or gold, acrylics. So I don't want to show you something that you then can't make. And these are feathers from the park. You can give them a little wash if you need to, with a bit of warm soapy water. Just be very gentle, like so. And I'm kind of following the grain of the feather, but you don't have to, again. Just experiment. To be honest, look, that's so simple, and I think that looks really good already. And then of course, if you want, you can add that contrasting colour. I'll just do it because I've got it. Why not? It's a little bit dry, this gold, so I have to kind of wet it and then, add some golden lines. Now, you might be able to hear some drilling in the background. I'm not sure if you can. There's some building works going on both here in my house and on my road. So unfortunately, I think it's going to be a noisy summer. But you know what? Do you want me to carry on doing videos? Yes, you do. So you'll just have to put up with it. There, I think that's it. I'm happy with that. Just finish off that golden line, and then we'll get on to making the quill. So, of course, you can just find birds' feathers and not decorate them at all, okay? So you don't have to decorate them. I just think it adds a little something. Now, with a quill, so you've got your feather, like so. What you want is you want to cut it open at the bottom and create something that ends up looking like this and like this. So it looks like the nib of a pen, okay? So we're going to cut it at an angle, and then we're going to cut a line down, and this is what allows the hollowed out bit of the feather to absorb some of the ink, and then when you're writing you can actually holds the ink inside. So I'm holding my feather sideways, I'm cutting diagonally like so. So you can see, I don't know how well you can see that, I cut that diagonally. Oh, I can't get it to focus, sorry. So I've cut it like this. Now I'm going to turn it forward where I've got that pointy bit, like so, and then I'm going to give it a little snip. Now we've made a few of these, and we found that with some of them the feather broke, and with others it didn't. So to be honest, you just have to start again. So you might want to do your cutting first and your decorating afterwards, so you haven't wasted your time, so to speak. Let's see how well this writes. So I'm going to put this up here to dry and get our ink out. This is the moment of truth. Now some of the quills work better than others, and my ink's running a bit low. So you can see the ink's gone all the way up there. So tuck it off like that so it doesn't splodge, but to be honest, a few splodges make things look authentic. And then we'll do some writing, and I'm going to write, "Dear friend." There we go, it works and it looks really authentic. Now it does take some practice. Friend, we are pleased. There we go. What do you reckon? Isn't that amazing? Your very own Feather Quill. Now it does take some practice to write with. Like you can see, I'm doing some splodges there, and you know, obviously it's a little bit scratchy at first, but that's how quills used to be made. So these are genuine. To inform you. There you go. Look at that. Anyway, so this is how you make your own feathered paper quill. I hope you'll have lots of fun with it, experimenting. Don't forget to subscribe to Red Ted Art. We've got some other Harry Potter crafts in the iCards up there and down below. But this also makes for a great project, you know, looking at history or writing or calligraphy even. So, you know, you can experiment with different sized feathers, you know, flatten the nib a bit, see what's going on. And also, once this gets worn, all you do is you give it another cut, and you shorten the nib as you go up. That's what they actually did in the olden days. So even once you you know, finished writing with that, you can still keep using it, and just you keep trimming up and up and up. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, and see you here again soon. Bye.